What happens when Formula One tech escapes the racetrack and hits the road? When Mercedes said they were making an F1 car for the street, most people thought it was just marketing talk. But then, the AMG ONE showed up and shattered every expectation. A blistering 6-minute 29-second lap around the legendary Nürburgring. The fastest production car ever to tackle the green hell. But how did they do it? What makes this machine so mind-bendingly fast? And most importantly, what does it feel like to drive this £2.5 million monster? Let's dive into the ultimate F1-inspired hypercar, the Mercedes-AMG ONE.
Formula One technology brought to the streets. Outstanding design meets the ultimate driving performance. A milestone in automotive history.
Let's start with what everyone's dying to know, the powertrain. This isn't just inspired by Formula One, it basically is Formula One. The AMG ONE packs a modified version of the exact same 1.6-litre turbocharged V6 engine used in Mercedes championship-winning F1 cars. But here's where it gets crazy. This tiny V6 screams all the way to 11,000 RPM. That's almost double what your average sports car can do, and the engine alone pumps out a massive 566 horsepower. But there's more. Mercedes didn't stop there. They added not one, not two, but 4 electric motors to the mix. There's one coupled to the crankshaft, making 161 horsepower, another connected to the turbocharger, making 121 horsepower, and 2 more powering the front wheels, each adding 161 horsepower. The total? A mind-blowing 1,063 horsepower. That's more than 10 family hatchbacks combined. And all this tech is crammed into a car that weighs just 1,695 kilograms. The result? 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 2.9 seconds. 0 to 124 miles per hour in only 7 seconds. 0 to 186 miles per hour? A ridiculous 15.6 seconds. And an electronically limited top speed of 219 miles per hour. That's 252 kilometers per hour. But having all this power is one thing, getting it to work together? That's where the AMG ONE shows its true genius. It has 6 different driving modes, each one turning this beast into a completely different animal. There's Race Safe for everyday driving, Race for more spirited fun, and even an EV mode where it runs purely on electricity. But the real party pieces are the track modes. Race Plus is where the magic starts happening. The active aero kicks in, the suspension stiffens, and the car physically drops by 37mm at the front and 30mm at the rear. It's literally shape-shifting before your eyes. Then there's Strat 2 mode, the full-on F1 qualifying experience. Every electric motor gives maximum power, the suspension gets even firmer, and the aerodynamics are optimized for pure speed. Speaking of aero, this car has some serious tricks up its sleeve. There are movable slats in the front wheelhouses, a massive 2-part extending rear wing, and active flaps on the front diffuser. All of these parts are consistently adjusting to give you perfect downforce exactly when you need it. In Race Plus and Strat 2 modes, the downforce increases by 5 times compared to normal driving. There's even a DRS button, just like in F1, that reduces downforce by 20% to help you blast down straights even faster. The final mode, Individual, lets you customize the settings to your personal preferences. With all this tech, it's no wonder the AMG ONE is a record breaker. But to truly understand just how fast this car is, we need to talk Nürburgring. The Nürburgring Nordschleife. 12.9 miles of pure automotive torture. 154 corners through the German forest. It's the ultimate test of any car's performance, and the AMG ONE absolutely demolished it. Back in 2022, with racing driver Marco Engel behind the wheel, the AMG ONE set a production car record of 6 minutes and 35.183 seconds. That was already 13 seconds faster than the previous record. But Mercedes weren't satisfied. They knew the car could go even faster. Engel said the conditions weren't perfect that day, with some parts of the track still damp. So, in September 2024, they came back. They waited for perfect conditions, 15 degrees Celsius air temperature and 20 degrees Celsius track temperature. And then they delivered. A mind-blowing lap of 6 minutes and 29.09 seconds. That's 6 seconds faster than their own record. But here's the insane part, this wasn't some stripped-out track special. This was a fully road-legal production car that you could theoretically drive to the shops. How did they do it? Engel had to drive like an actual F1 driver, using lift and coast techniques to maximize energy recovery in braking zones. Then he'd unleash full electric power on the straights. The car was in Race Plus mode with maximum downforce, stiffest suspension, and that lowered ride height. And that's how the AMG ONE became the first road-legal production car ever to break the 6-minute 30 barrier at the Nordschleife. But this car isn't just about breaking records, it's about bringing proper F1 technology to the road. The AMG ONE doesn't just use an F1 engine, it's built exactly like an F1 car. It has a full carbon fiber monocoque tub for incredible stiffness and low weight. The engine and transmission are actually stressed members of the chassis, just like in F1. The suspension? Pushrod design straight from the racetrack. Even the carbon ceramic brakes are F1 inspired. Inside, there's an F1-style steering wheel complete with buttons and dials to control all those driving modes. There's even a pass button that gives you a temporary power boost for overtaking. And remember, getting all this Formula One tech to work on the road was incredibly difficult. The engine had to be modified to idle at 1,280 RPM instead of the F1 car's much higher idle. The entire powertrain needed emissions equipment to make it street legal. And that's why it took Mercedes 5 years to develop this car. But the results speak for itself. The AMG ONE has broken production car lap records not just at the Nürburgring, but also at Hockenheim, Red Bull Ring and Monza. Only 275 of these engineering masterpieces will ever be built, each costing £2.5 million. And every single one was sold before production even started. Notable owners? Lewis Hamilton reportedly bought 2. F1 champions Nico Rosberg and Valtteri Bottas each got 1, and David Coulthard joined the exclusive club too. The AMG ONE isn't just another hypercar, it's a genuine technological achievement, bringing Formula One performance to the road in a way that's never been done before. It didn't just break the Nürburgring record, it obliterated it. The AMG ONE truly lives up to its name. It is, undoubtedly, the one to beat. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Mercedes' engineering masterpiece, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more supercar content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.